So kids at weddings, yes or no? Do we think they're a liability or do we think they're much a vibe?
Yeah, it can go either way, I think,
Yeah?
Because it depends on the wedding. Depends on the
mood.
the whole wedding party mood and everything, I think.
Did you have kids at your wedding?
Yes, yeah, I had my cousin. Yeah, we did. We did. Cousin's little girl.
Yeah.
And my other cousin's little kids as well, and they were lovely, really good, and really nice. And
I definitely think afternoon and into the evening, but perhaps later on, maybe not. But yeah.
Did you not think maybe the parents with the kids, but then it's like, oh, we've got to send the kids to bed all after that amount of time, and then it's the parents of those kids, they feel like, oh, we can't be a part of the evening, do? Or
yeah, to be honest, we got invited to one recently, didn't we? And they said we could bring the children. It's like, no.
We'd rather not. Yeah.
So you'd happily have kids at weddings, but you wouldn't have your own kids. You wouldn't take your own kids to a wedding.
I'm not enjoying myself. I would have a drink.
Right, shall we get into the podcast? Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the Aisle File. I'm Alex, a wedding saxophonist, and each episode I sit down with people across the wedding industry and talk to them honestly about what goes on behind the scenes. Today I'm joined by David and Georgia from Williams & Rose, the team responsible for making wedding spaces look like what their Pinterest board is, but in real life. Creating the most amazing bespoke designs. It could be anything from mini golf, football, table football stuff, or anything from my Shrek party. Whatever it is, they'll create the weird and wonderful. We're going to chat about trends, what's timeless, what they wish people would hire from them more, or maybe what you have an immediacy of at the moment. David, Georgia, welcome to the Aisle File. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
How has the year been for you so far? We're in the early part of 2026. What's 2026 looking like for you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, for us as a newish company, yeah, good. Yeah, we've been surprised as to how sort of...
Yeah, we've got a lot of inquiries.
We've had in, really.
Yeah.
Like,
For some bespoke pieces as well as some of our stock collection. So, yeah, it's been...
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice mix.
Yeah, nice. Quite a nice mix between different event types as well.
Yeah.
So corporate weddings, things like that. So it's quite nice.
So is it more weddings or more corporate stuff that you're getting at the moment?
More weddings at the moment. But there's been a sort of a nice little mix rather than just being one thing type thing.
What do you prefer?
Neither really. It's more...
The people are nicer for weddings. Does that make sense? So,
I don't know. I don't think that's the right.
No, corporate. Everyone's there for a reason, aren't they? Whereas for a corporate reason, as strange as that sounds. Whereas a wedding, they really are there to have a good time.
Yeah.
So
I suppose because the person is very important to them in their life.
There's a different aim at a wedding, really, isn't there?
Yeah. Like I say, I think it's more like, for me, it's more the difference in what they might want. Like you might get. Which is, event by event, whether you get something interesting or not, type thing. Yeah.
So, Williams & Rose, how did the name come about for Williams & Rose?
Well, it's a play on our middle names. So, mine being William and yours?
Mine's Melrose, so just not the Mel bit at the front.
Yeah.
So, were you like, when you started the company, because the company started last year, was it?
Yes.
So 2025. So were you toying with other names, or was Williams & Rose something that just came, like, this is going to be the name of the company?
Well, no, to be honest, we've been sort of talking about various things, hadn't we?
Different businesses, different ideas.
And what we were sort of doing. And ironically, we'd set up a company with Company's House,
right,
and called it that. We were going to do something completely different.
Okay.
And then we couldn't come up with anything better, and thought, actually, we quite like that.
Yeah.
Like when we were thinking of other things, we're like, actually, no, we just like it's us.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
It's nice and personal,
basically. So and we were only going to use it for something really boring that wasn't anything like else. So
what were you going to use it for?
No, nothing interesting. Just putting some things in it, really.
Yeah, you were doing all sorts of different things, weren't you, at that time? So we'd sort of, we've got young kids. Yeah. Both of our careers are sort of got different backgrounds, and we were sort of just toying with different ideas.
Well, yeah, also I'm an accountant, so that was why we were setting up business.
Right,
It's
I
like,
see.
more for,
For all of
varying
that.
reasons to
Yeah.
do with that.
So, where, in terms of your day jobs compared to now what you're doing, where did the idea come that you wanted to do this kind of thing?
Well, yeah, it's quite different to our day jobs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was, well, my last job, I'm an accountant, but my last job was, I was head of finance at Ravens Horse Sanctuary. So, yeah, quite different. You're in construction.
Yeah, so originally an electrician by trade, but work in construction management.
Yeah.
So I just love making things.
Yeah.
And I just needed that. I've worked on the tools for over 12 years now, and after doing up a few houses, I just need an outlet for making things, really, and that's why it was. I don't know. That was just sort of that light bulb moment, if you pardon the pun, of just knowing.
Yeah, that's it.
To make things, that other sort of fulfilled a vision of whether it was ours or someone else's.
Yeah, quite. And like, I mean, we got married a long time ago. Well, not that long. Like, yeah, it's fairly long. Nearly 9 years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like when we got married, we couldn't find the things we'd have perhaps wanted.
Right.
Because it just, because it was a bit different. We had an Italian theme wedding.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, we just couldn't find sort of things to do. So we basically just did all the stuff ourselves and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And we had a inner marquee at my parents' house.
Yeah.
And so it was very much a blank canvas and things. So we just did that. And so I think, and then since then we've been doing up houses and doing things. So we've always been making things, and that's always been there. And yeah, I mean, for me, I've never really enjoyed sitting in an office. And yeah, and having our 2 kids as well, which is then why I ended up leaving Red Wings.
Yeah.
So it got to the point of, what do we want to show them?
Yeah.
Do you sit there and do something you don't really like just for the money? Or do you show them, maybe you take a risk
Yeah.
and just see what happens
And
do something that you're going to enjoy?
Yeah. Do something for yourself. That's
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, and do something for yourself, essentially.
It's probably getting into it a bit too much, but when you leave school, you sort of think you might know what you want to do, but you don't know all the options. So it's just sort of opening their eyes, hopefully in the future, that you can do what you want.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and there's a variety of different things out there that you can do, and you don't. I feel like sort of our age bracket, you're probably very much pushed into like, an office thing, whereas actually, no, there's so many wonderful creative things you can do and go out there and do it. So yeah, just wanted to. That really, I think, gave us a motivation to just stop and think, why aren't we doing something else?
Yeah.
Because I think we have always been fairly creative between the two of us.
yeah.
But just never really had an opportunity to sort of showcase it.
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I think you're right. I think kids are very much pushed from, finish your GCSEs, go to sixth form college, go to university, and then get your job from there. And I think there's a lot of pressure in education at the moment that people are, like kids these days, they don't know what they're going to be doing when they're 16 necessarily. Or sometimes you have a select few kids that are like, yes, I want to be a teacher, or I want to be a doctor, and I'm going to do these A levels, and I'm going to get to this degree in medicine and do the job. Amazing, perfect. But then there's the other batch that don't know what they want to be doing, and then they're basically pushed into uni or pushed into an office job or something.
Yeah.
And then later on don't know. Like they'll get into their late 20s, early 30s. Like, actually, I wish I would have done that when I was younger, or I wish I would have done that. But then, like you say, it's never too late to do that. So
Right, that's it. And yeah, and I think again that's sort of a bit of a point of us, like just to show them that you might get however many years, 10, 15 years into your career, but that doesn't have to mean that's what you have to do for the rest of your time. You can change if you want to.
Yeah.
You can, and I mean, if I want to do, I could change back. If I wished, but. Yeah, it's just sort of showing that it doesn't have to be one definitive path. You can choose as you go.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
So what do Williams and Rose offer? What's the kind of things that you do, let's say specifically for weddings at the moment rather than the corporate stuff? What's the kind of...
Well, we have a stock of items, stuff that we think is pretty cool, stuff that we've made, stuff that we might have made for someone else, but is obviously then still now part of our hire collection. But where we sort of really excel, other than those items, because I think we excel at that as well, but where is the bespoke, the unique, the pizzazz, other words like that sort of we just bring that extra
That was sort of what
extra.
we wanted to fill, is that void of like, if you've seen something or you've got a really random, crazy idea and you can't think, how on earth am I going to do it? Like, we can. We'll do it. We'll work it out somehow. Like,
and was there a gap in the market for those kind of things? Because there are lots of events companies out there. It's actually it's quite a saturated market. What makes you different from somewhere where, I can just go and get a 4-0 letter for my birthday, or I can just go and get a love sign kind of thing, or a standard photo booth? What makes that different from you?
Well, yeah. So like, with the love letters, we haven't got any standard marquee ones or whatever. We've got the LED edgelit ones that you've built and everything, and it's just because we just like things that are a bit different, and we're very much a bright color sort of people as well. Like we're not really.
Don't get me wrong. Everything's customizable. It can be white if the person so wished, but
quite. But it's whatever the person wants is essentially what we can provide. But
given our choice,
as a personal preference, we're not sort of someone who's quite sort of neutral colours. We are more bold colours, and that's just a preference on our part.
And that's actually something that we're seeing at the moment for 2026. People are wanting those bold, bright colours, like the neon pinks, and the pinks and the oranges and things like that. That's kind of the tones that are working really well together. Yeah. So, when should people realistically book you guys in terms of the timeline? How long do things take to make? I know that could be quite a broad question. How long's a piece of string? But if, for example, what's your kind of ideal timeline for some of these new projects kind of thing?
I mean, ideally, again, it depends on the scale of the thing. If it's small, then, probably 4 to 6 weeks, but at least 6 to 8, if not perhaps a little bit longer if it is something expansive.
Really big,
But sort of that sort of 6 to 8 week, I think, is really the sort of the sweet spot, depending on if we've got anything else in the sort of the build schedule. So.
And I suppose if it's something with lighting as well, we need to build a bit of time in for like lead time on getting some of the electrical bits and things like that, because that's not always always readily available.
Not always immediately available. And if there's for example, some 6 letters that involved a lot of soldering, which took quite a bit of time, and just the testing and everything just takes a little bit longer. But again, it just depends on the scale of the build, really.
Yeah. And is there something particularly that you like about the process? What's your most favourite thing about the process of creating something for a couple or a client?
That's really hard.
Somewhere between the design of it and coming up with the concept. To just building it for me.
Like I guess I'm probably either end of the spectrum. It's like the initial like coming up with a bit, and then that bit right at the end when you see it finally be what you envisioned at the start. That sort of thing. I do enjoy the building bit, but those 2 bits are like highlights, I guess. Like
it's quite nice after the event, isn't it, as well? Because we've obviously we take all the videos for social media and stuff, and then when you look back and piece the videos together for social media, it's quite nice
process,
sort of going through all that process again, isn't it?
Yeah, there can be some infuriating bits in the middle as well.
When you've realised you've ordered a different
that was
colour,
funny.
temperature of a light, so lights coming off like different shade. How can I best describe it? Different shades of white, I guess, would be the easiest way to describe it. And then if you order the wrong shades, and anyway, infuriating. Yes, that's definitely the word. Yeah.
So what? In talking about infuriating things, once you've done the products and stuff, delivering it on the day, what tends to be? Is there a part of the day which feels quite hard on the day, like the installation bit, or is it quite plain sailing and we get everything in okay?
If we're talking about the disco ball, the hard bit is lifting it out of the van. That's like kills me every time.
Explain to the listeners what the disco ball is.
So our disco ball wall is 2 metre by 2 metre wall. It comes in 2 bits, so 2 metres tall, 1 metre wide, and between the 2 sections is covered in just over 1,500 disco balls.
Wow.
Of varying sizes.
And when it's joined together, it is sort of a seamless sort of 2 metre square ball. Yeah.
It's heavy.
Fairly heavy.
Yeah, it's a weightable item. It's safe to say.
We only knew of sort of a couple of others in the country that we've seen, and when they I have a tendency to over-engineer things, I think, because they when they
What's
carry
your
it in,
background,
it looks quite lightweight, whereas when we take it in, it's sort of
It does not look lightweight at all.
So
So
it's built to last.
where did the idea come from? Was that from just seeing other things around, or was there a need for it?
We follow, like, before this even started, we followed like a few companies in America, didn't we?
Yeah.
That like do just incredible, but like huge setups and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just another like
a whole other scale over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, and it's seen sort of similar thing. They're doing different things with disco balls and things like that, and it just seemed like that'd be fun to have a go at, like sort of thing. So yeah, we're like, yeah, we'll just buy thousands of disco balls and glue them to a wall. See if that's a good idea.
The delivery driver for that coming to your house was
mental. Yeah. He did ask what all the boxes were, and I said, "Oh, they're disco balls." And he was like, just looked at me like I'd lost my mind.
So it's along with the disco ball wall, you have an array, like you say, you have an array of products that are already made as well. You do then also create some bespoke products. The ones that are made, is there a popular one out of all of them that you have at the moment? Are people tending to see something that you've again posted on socials and they're like, oh, I like that, or it's been shared with a friend or something? Is there something that's like really in at the moment from you guys?
I don't know. If you asked me a couple of weeks ago, I'd have probably said the disco ball wall. But the last couple of weeks is probably the magazine enclosure.
Oh, okay.
So feature. It's a huge sort of window as such with completely customized writing on it. So you sort of feature on your own magazine cover when you're inside it, having your photo taken, and that is proven pretty popular the last couple of weeks. It's got a lot of inquiries and interest. So it's
it's going to be going out a lot later in the year.
Yeah. So it's sort of interesting. It sort of seems to go through phases, perhaps.
It's interesting how quickly those phases do come and go with things that people are seeing and stuff. So, is there something that you're looking at for 2026 that you're like, oh, we've got our eye on potentially doing that, so we need to be ahead of the game, kind of thing?
Well, we've done a couple of new bits that we're going to show next weekend.
Oh, okay.
At the
East
Anglian wedding show at the Norfolk Showground. So we have done a couple of new backdrops for that.
Yeah.
So we're hoping they'll be good. They're one's a holographic wall, basically. That probably doesn't really explain anything about it, but yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Right.
And then we've got sort of how would you describe the other one?
I don't know. We just come up for a name for it. Don't we?
We've got no name for that one either. Like
It's essentially sort of comprises of 15 slats of different colours at different sort of staggered in height,
right?
And then again they're all, we've gone across sort of pinks, oranges, blues, and again that is completely then customizable for if someone wanted a complete, if they wanted a lot all forest greens, we could do a different sliding scale. So the idea is it's a stock item but customizable. I keep saying that. Is that a word?
Yeah.
So they can change the colour then if they want. So that's one of our new bits.
They are like timber slats, but they're covered in fabric. So it's the fabric that's the colours essentially on it. And so we're sort of changing tone by dyeing it as we go type things. So you can get sort of a fairly wide range of each colour as you go type thing. So that's sort of what we're... But yeah, we're just doing a few of each as we go, just to sort of demonstrate what you could potentially have with this one.
And being quite new in the wedding industry as well, and going to these different wedding fairs and different wedding shows, how has that experience been for you, going and meeting other suppliers and stuff?
It's been really lovely so far.
Really nice, Everyone's been great.
Everyone is so friendly and nice. It's just, it's been a pleasure meeting everyone. And hearing, they've all been...
Most people have sort of an interesting backstory, don't they? It's sort of,
it's really interesting to see how everyone's got into doing what they're doing. Because there's some really fascinating ones from different people and things.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of people out there who it wasn't, their original background. They've sort of moved into it, and it's sort of much like us. It's sort of everyone's got an interesting story.
Yeah. Do you find that interesting? I mean, when I left school, I was in hospitality for 5 years after that, and I was working in restaurants, and that was kind of, at the time, I was like, well, this is what we're going to do. There was never... I was doing gigs and playing at restaurants and other bits and pieces and doing the odd function here and there. Maybe did one wedding a year kind of thing. And now I wouldn't have we've had this 10-year challenge thing this year. 10 years ago, I would never have thought that I'll be doing this now kind of thing, which is completely different from what I originally planned to do. So I do think a message out there to younger people that you don't ever give up on a dream or a passion just because schools 100%, or whatever telling you, you should do this instead, or we're going to push you into that. So I definitely think that's something.
Definitely.
In terms of your range and your stock and stuff, obviously we're based in Norfolk. Are we going to go to Wales anytime soon? Are we going to Scotland? Are we doing anything nationwide, or do you just like to keep things local?
No, we'll go wherever. We're not first. We've got a few bookings in Kent for later in the year and things like that, haven't we? So
quoting in Bournemouth.
Yeah. Bournemouth.
Bookings in Kent.
We've actually had a quote. We've just sent out a quote not too long ago that was a magazine booth in Wales as well. So
Oh wow.
So things that
And how?
But I think it's because they're a bit different. Like they're not something you can just get anywhere. So I think perhaps that might be why we're getting a few more sort of inquiries from other places.
Yeah.
Rather than just Norfolk.
We do find some of our more unique pieces can only be found elsewhere in London.
Right.
Yeah.
Their rates are significantly higher than ours.
Yeah.
And so we seem, even when we then add mileage on, we seem like a good value option. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we are going somewhere like Kent, we are adding mileage to that. We charge 65p per mile.
Yeah.
As a general.
That is
That is our rate. That's
yeah.
what it is.
We're very transparent. But people,
Which is something I think again that's probably helped us. We do try and be very transparent with our pricing. Everything is listed on our website, and we break everything down and really show where all of that is. And we're quite open about that.
I think because of our quite corporate background, that's what we'd
finance.
Exactly.
That's what we'd expect, and that's what we then like to show. So
that's it. I think our quoting process and our invoicing process are quite formal, and again I guess I suppose that is probably from
that
my finance background, but that is, as an accountant, that is what I would expect to receive, so that is what I said type thing.
No, of course. I think as well there's a lot of event suppliers that have all those other hidden costs away in a way, and it's very much if you were to do that, then we could add this on for you, and it's like you give them everything straight from the start. Really,
that's it. And also we try and be upfront as well, with having all our prices on our website and things. We have very much adopted a one price policy. It's not a price for weddings. It's not a price for corporate. The price is the price. That is whoever hires it. That's the price.
That's the one.
And that's because we've costed it out, and that is what we feel is we've got to cover the various overheads and things and the builds and things like that. So that's what we feel is a fair and reasonable price for everybody. Yeah. We're not charging somebody more just because it's a certain type of event. Type thing, which I think is important.
And I think as well, it's very much that. I think that's what makes you guys unique more than anyone else. I think that just because it's on a Saturday doesn't make it any different to a Wednesday. It doesn't make it any different to whatever the occasion is. I think that's sometimes quite nice, because I've had it where a lot of couples are like, but it's the bit in between Christmas and New Year, your price is not more. I'm like, it's just another day.
Well, it is. That is it, isn't it? It's no different. No day's different to another.
Exactly. So interesting. And for all of your pieces, obviously you have your bespoke ones. You have the ones that are off the shelf. Would they be called, or were they not off the shelf?
You definitely call it that.
I guess our photo booth.
Stock items in your bespoke ones.
Yeah.
What have you had any strange random requests for anything? What has been the weirdest, wackiest thing?
What are we looking at you?
Am I the weirdest one? Oh no!
No, you're our favourite one. By far, I think definitely, isn't it? I don't know what the weirdest would be. It's not the weirdest. I don't really know what would be weirdest.
The wackiest, let's say then.
We have sent a price over recently to someone, but I don't know if we should then mention that to then say it's sort of fairly out there.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe not. But
maybe not.
It's fine.
when it comes to fruition,
it was a blend. I'll just say it's a blend of things that I wouldn't necessarily think Yeah, they're obviously two very different people who want
Yeah,
different things at one event.
But fantastic.
Right.
Like,
But
love
all,
it,
yeah,
love
great,
it,
all at the same
absolutely
time
love it.
though.
Wonderful, wonderful. Like, I love both themes. They're amazing. And
You just wouldn't necessarily put them together, but that's the fun in creating
that's
that
the thing,
though.
like,
That-
yeah, just because I wouldn't have thought of putting it
Yeah.
together, it's a fantastic idea, and I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, so that might be up there. But yeah, your lovely donkey wall.
The donkey wall has
was
it been
good
hired
fun.
out anywhere else yet?
Well, actually, our son is wanting for his 5th birthday. He wants a Shrek themed birthday, and he has
Perfect.
from the day he saw it. That's what he wanted.
That's the one.
I think that sort of swayed it, didn't it?
Well,
Like, he'd had his 4th birthday, and I think he was like, okay. And as soon as that had finished, he's like, my 5th birthday, my next birthday.
Was the fall from the fireman?
Yeah, so
one,
he had his 5th birthday, and then so then after this, like probably like not even the week after, he's like, my next birthday party, and he was already thinking. And then as soon as he saw that, and he loves Shrek anyway,
Yeah.
so he was just like, this is what I need. He now wants, I think it's getting out of hand. He's insisting Jude, like our youngest one, dresses as dragon. Oh no,
Right.
he's got to be donkey. Actually, I've got to be the dragon. I think it's a bit rude. I thought he got to be Prince Charming.
Oh,
He's Prince Charming. I'm a dragon.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just like,
our natural.
natural selection. Yeah, a bit of a dragon.
just for context for listeners, I had a Shrek themed party. This is not just a random request that I've had. So in the summer, I had a Shrek themed party at my house. And it wasn't an occasion of anything. It wasn't like a birthday. We just are
that's why I
adults,
love it.
and we just think we can have a party for no reason. And this was all in the garden, and we had Shrek cocktails, we had Shrek style food, we had banners, we had. Everyone came as a different character. We had a fairy godmother. I was Shrek. We had Puss in Boots, everything else like that. And then it came to the idea, and it was my friend Ellie who said, "You should have Pin the Tail on Donkey." And I thought, well, okay, I could design that, but who would I ask to design that? And I just remember when you arrived that day, I was sat in my kitchen, and outside the window there's a big, was it
was massive.
6 foot?
No,
That
there's
was 2 meters. We're 2
2
meters
meters,
again.
so nearly
Yeah.
7 foot.
7 foot
Nearly 7 foot
by
yeah.
7 foot donkey coming past the window, and I thought, oh god, the neighbours are going to think how crazy this guy is.
That was
That
brilliant.
was really good fun. We
Yeah.
really enjoyed making that one as well. That was really fun to do.
And I think the only reason it hasn't gone out again is because we just haven't really pushed it at all. Because
to be honest.
we got a couple of inquiries straight away after
straight
people saw it on
after.
social
Oh,
media.
really? Yeah,
we
they,
did,
they they unfortunately didn't come to anything. But then because of other things, we've then focused on other bits. So we haven't actually got it out there really. So it's
It's
sat
still
and
there
waiting.
waiting to be.
There's a
but-
market somewhere.
But yeah, well, it'll be coming back out again later in the year for Charles's birthday for sure. If nothing else, and
Definitely.
we'll probably have to make a bit more of an effort to do something again on social to sort of push it out there. But
Yeah.
Okay, so this next part of the episode is the Room 101 section.
Oh, okay.
So I've always loved the TV program Room 101, and I always love the different kind of icks, the things that they want to dismiss, they want things they just want to put away and just put an end to it, basically. And I think this would be a great thing to talk about with weddings. And I think a quick disclaimer is that even though we might put something in a wedding in the R file, it doesn't mean you can't do it at your weddings. It just means that we don't approve. I always say that at every wedding I like to go to, I see something different and unique every time, which I think as well with you guys creating something bespoke and unique is great. But some of the things I think we just need to put a stop to now. So the first one that we've got on the list is trends.
Yeah, so perhaps a bit controversial.
I don't know.
But
We'll dive into trends. We're absolutely on board with that. But the point behind this is that if what you like isn't a particular trend at that moment in time, do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Don't sort of feel like you have to do whatever is the trend.
Right.
Do it because it's what's right for you.
Yeah.
And is this what other couples have seen other couples do? Is that what you mean by trend?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
just like if you see something like don't think because that's popular on I don't know TikTok or Instagram I should do that. Like if it's not something that
If that's what you want,
plays
then
into
fine.
your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you genuinely love it, fair.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
don't like just because it's more popular than your original idea of what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Like do what your original thing was that you liked.
Yeah. Don't.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. peer pressure, I guess. You know, just because all your friends have done it or everyone on social media is doing it. If you want to do something different, do something different.
Quite.
And then and that's where we come into it, because we can, you know, we make that vision sort of come to life, don't we? So,
Yeah, quite. Because I just think like back to our wedding and stuff, like we just did things that made us happy, like, and didn't like. I mean, I didn't even wear a wedding dress, like
Really?
things like that, like just because I don't like wedding dresses because they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's just not me.
Yeah.
I'm not, as I'm sure you can probably tell, I'm not really like a sort of dressy person. So I didn't wear a wedding dress and things like that. So I think you've just got to you shouldn't do it just because that's what's done.
Yeah.
Or what other people do, or because someone else thinks it's a great idea. You should do whatever just makes you happy. Type thing.
I think that's a really good point. I think as well, it's very much don't listen to necessarily other couples. You can get the ideas and stuff from them. I mean, other people that have got married or parents or siblings, whatnot.
Yeah.
But your wedding is your wedding,
Yeah,
and I
that's
think a lot of things that couples think of is, oh, I don't know if my guests will like that or not. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, that's it. It's not.
It's what you
it's
want.
not for your. Although, your guests are there and you want them to enjoy it. It's not for them. It's for you. It's
exactly.
your wedding. It's your day. Do what makes you happy. And that's sort of it. And that, I mean, that's like, to be honest, like that was the whole premise of what we're doing, is because it's making things that are different.
Yeah.
Like, and sort of hopefully filling that little void.
Yeah, would encourage anyone to get on Pinterest or something similar and send over some ideas that then we can.
Yeah, because like we're not saying don't look at the trends and things like that, because definitely do, but just make sure it's what you like.
Yeah.
Not just
Exactly.
for the sake of it.
Find something you like and get in touch, and
Go with it.
we
Are you seeing any particular trends in at the moment?
Well, the pink and orange seem really popular.
Right,
yeah.
Like, but yeah, we love that because
Keep
bold
that
colours,
trend.
exactly.
we're happy with that one.
Yeah.
Like, bold colours and things like that. So that seems a really popular.
Yeah.
That is a lot of things coming through asking about varying things in that colour scheme and stuff.
Yeah.
That's sort of a popular. I mean, disco balls are really popular. Again, we love them.
Yeah.
Like, so,
things that light up as well, which is handy for me. Sort of anything with LED, neon,
LED and neon.
anything you can light up, you're all over it.
sort of reflective things with lights. It's,
Yeah.
that's what I'm good at.
Okay, good, strong campaign for that one. The second one, which is interesting actually, inappropriate questions for the couple.
It's more around, they've just got married, let them be happy. Don't start asking them when they're going to have kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or any other questions that may be inappropriate.
Yeah, quite. Like, or just they don't have to be planning their future on that day. Like, they just let them enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Like, give them a break. Because there are so many people who turn up and be like, "Oh, you got married. What's
next?
next? What are you doing? What are you doing now?"
Yeah, yes.
Like,
maybe it's buying a house. Maybe it's
Yeah.
doing this, doing that. Something to do with a career, kids. It's just they just got married.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Be in the moment.
Enjoy it and be in the moment. Yeah, don't.
I've never seen that
pressure.
on the wedding day. I've seen it when they first get engaged,
Yeah.
and like the day after, it's like, so when's the wedding day? What's happening? Have you booked a venue? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And I'm like, they literally just got engaged. Like, let them have their moment together, like on the rest of the holiday or lovely location wherever they've got proposed to. But on a wedding day, I couldn't even think of anything worse.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, that's it. But like, I mean, I think that's probably like my nan in a nutshell.
I think it's very generational, isn't it? I think it's the expectation of a certain
Suddenly
generation.
something,
Something next. Kind of thing.
But I think just leave them alone for a bit.
Fair enough. Okay, the last one, which has come up, it's quite interesting since it's come up a few times. Long speech, talking during them.
So some would say that my speech wasn't long enough.
Okay. How was long was your speech?
I'm looking at someone.
How long was your speech, David?
I don't know,
very brief.
Let's just say I covered the essential bases. I'm not one to over romanticize.
I
said thank you.
Understatement of the year.
I said thank you to all the key individuals.
You did. I will give you that. You did. You definitely did.
Pretty sure I said I loved you at least once.
I'm not actually sure you did, to be honest.
Wow.
I think you said I look nice, but I think that was about as much as I got.
It was the intent. But this is obviously the other direction. This is people who just go on and then the whole people about talking in the background, like they might be going on, but don't talk, talk or over them, or just in the background. Just there's a balance there. Don't make it too long, and just listen.
Yeah, you're not part of the best man speech, so chill.
Yeah.
Like, type thing, and just do rein it in. Not too many speeches as well, because sometimes you get that as well.
Yeah.
Like, just I think key people speeches.
Yeah.
And,
How many
short
speeches
speech.
did you have at your wedding?
Just the So myself, best man, and
My dad.
your dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And everybody kept theirs nice, short and sweet. I
Yeah.
have to say, I was quite impressed with everyone.
Yeah, I achieved what I had to do.
Yours really helped on the short and sweet side. No, it was nice. No, and you did thank everyone. It was very I would say good.
Like I say, I covered all the bases.
You did.
Covered all the bases.
You did.
The essentials.
Yeah, and I mean, actually, it wasn't even that long a time frame, and we managed to hand out some gifts as well to people to say thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That covers some time.
yeah, quite. So that took up some time in the short time that it was. But no, it was nice.
Are you a speeches before wedding breakfast or after wedding breakfast?
Oh, what did we do? I can't remember now. Was it before? Must have been before, mustn't it?
I think
was
it
it
was.
after?
I think it was before. I think this
it was
conversation
before.
clearly shows we don't have a preference.
No. I think probably before though, because like once everyone's eaten, I think it's probably
And
you're losing people then, aren't you?
You definitely don't want a long speech before the wedding breakfast because people want to eat.
Yeah,
as
right.
well.
And people want their toast. They want to do the toast.
Yeah.
Want to eat. Want to have because actually, that's the risk you run after a wedding breakfast. And have the wine on the tables and stuff. Then you're in a dangerous
Dregs
zone.
of the white wine.
You don't want to be in that. You don't want to be that place. So,
No.
yeah. No, we must have done it. We must have done it before, mustn't we? Because we hadn't had the pizza yet.
I don't think so.
No.
I think I was.
That says a lot about our wedding. But it was pizza. Yeah.
It was Italian.
Italian
So
theme
we
wedding.
stuck on theme. It was pizza and
Ice cream.
and some very strong red wine from Italy.
Yeah.
That we wouldn't have wanted to do our speeches afterwards because
No.
I think we had a man down after doing
Well, after the wedding breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
I'm not sure even if you've made it to that, did you?
Yeah, he did. We just got outside the tent, hadn't we?
Okay.
Before.
Does your opinion of weddings has now changed? Have you been to any weddings since you've started the business? And it's like, oh, I love that. And maybe you're getting ideas or something that you would do.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, actually, I would have done that.
No, to be honest, we definitely
walk in
were.
and it's just
You're
like,
oh
yeah.
that.
Take a picture.
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Actually, because the one we went to, it was. I don't know if is she my cousin? I don't know. A relative. I don't know. I don't know. I get confused once you get past direct cousins.
Second pair cousins and stuff.
But we went to her. And
A
it
relation.
was beautiful. It was lovely, and and she had one of the mirrors with the writing on, and I just love them. That was so fun, and that was the first thing I did. So again, let's take a picture. And such a lovely day, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, I mean, ever since I went out to work as an electrician, now whenever I walk in somewhere, it's you sort of you look at the lights, you look at the general installation. And it's the same for weddings now.
Yeah.
I guess that has been the constant theme through our relationship. You can't go anywhere without Dave being like, oh, look at that. Oh, the lighting up there. Or,
Oh, I worked there.
oh, look at the finish on that wood.
I think even for me now, I can't think of actually the last time I went to a wedding as a guest. Because even the weddings that I was guest at, I've done a couple of family weddings as a guest, but then they've asked me to play as well. So there was my cousin's wedding, even my mum's wedding, right? So it was my mum's wedding 2 years ago, and the first thing, I was walking her down the aisle, so I was giving her away, and she said, oh, could you play the sax as I walk down the aisle? I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know if that's possible to even do. So I ended up playing in the evening with a couple of friends. We kind of formed a band together in the evening. And then my cousin's wedding, which was a month before that, it was, I was guest for the whole day. And then my cousin said, if you were to have the sax in the car, which I did because I was doing a gig the day before and then travelling to the venue, if you did have the sax in the evening, the band would very much love for you to join. It's like, that's very much can you play in the evening.
Yeah.
So I did a 20-25 minute set with them in the evening. And then my other cousin's wedding, which was the year before, again, I was a guest at, and I did the ceremony part, so I played her down the aisle, did the pre-ceremony, played her down the aisle, and played her out. And because I always think, if it's a relation or a friend, and they're like, oh, we'd love for you to play, and they're like, oh, which part of the day would you like to play for? And I'd be like, go for ceremony because there's no mingling in the ceremony. There's no talking, catching up with people. Yeah, I don't want to be playing while everyone's partying. You know me. I'm partying on the dance floor with everyone anyway. But it's very much that's the kind of day. So I can't remember the last wedding I was actually a guest at.
Do you find it different then, like playing for your family than it is playing for other weddings? Is it like more stressful or less stressful? Or?
I'm so much more nervous.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many more people in the room that I know. Yeah. And I think that a wedding that I'll do in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time, I'll know the couple, and I probably won't know the 80, 100 people, however many people that are going to be there, and I'm probably not going to have contact with the couple again for anything. Like they might book me for an anniversary party or a birthday or something later on in the future, maybe. But at the end of the day, I'm going and doing the job and then going away, kind of thing. Whereas the family, it's people I already know. I'm going to see them again after, hopefully. And I remember when I was doing my cousin Jade's wedding, I was playing, it was ABBA themed kind of thing.
Nice, yeah.
And so we had some ABBA songs beforehand, things like I Have a Dream and Slipping Through My Fingers. And she walked down to Fernando. Now, I hadn't played Fernando in a very long time. And I just remember I was trying to run through it in my head before the ceremony. Because, again, I didn't really read much with music at that point after. And it was one of the most stressful things because everyone was running late as well. Oh, no. That's another thing. Weddings never go on time. Everything was running late. So I was filling in with more ABBA songs. Let's find a slower version of Dancing Queen or something before the ceremony. And I remember that was one of the most nervous I've been for a wedding before. And like even if it's friends or like it doesn't necessarily need to be family, but friends, I'd rather be a guest. I'd rather be a guest and let my hair down in the evening. But going back to the 101 stuff, I think all three are worthy to go in. To be fair, I think trends definitely. I think don't just jump on the trends for the sake of it. Inappropriate questions. Yeah, it's just. Don't do it. Like it's not necessary. The long speeches, though, I think some can tend to drag on, and if you've got 3 or 4 speeches, so I think I'm going to put long speeches in and talking during. I think firstly the long speeches don't keep it to a set amount of time and keep it interesting and flowing through. That's it. And then there's the rudeness of everyone talking in the background or whatever. Just get your drinks later, or get them before. Don't be talking at the bar while something else is going on. So I think long speeches going into the R file.
Yay!
Okay, so to wrap up, the previous guest, who was Ruth, who is the venue coordinator, events manager here, she wrote a question in the book for you, which you'll then get to write a question for the next guest. But the question I'm going to get you to read out and answer. You don't know, you've never seen this question before. This could be about your kind of weddings that you see, or it could be about weddings that you've done, anything else like that. So the question is, and I'll get you to read it out, so it's on the page.
Sorry, There you go.
What's one part of the wedding day you wish you were around to see?
And that's quite interesting because when you deliver an item, are you there throughout the whole day?
It depends.
So it depends what it. Well, no, we're not ever there through the whole day. No. Because say if it was a backdrop, you sort of drop it
leave.
And then, but if it's the one of our photo booths, we'll be there later.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't see any of the beginning. It would just be a little fraction of the evening that you'd see. So because I mean, actually, I suppose you could go either way with that, couldn't you? Really, like, because I mean. Yeah, the ceremony bit's always so beautiful. Like, whatever. Yeah. It is. We never see that bit. That's never a bit we get to see. So I suppose maybe that bit. But then... It's always entertaining to see the end of the night.
End of the night.
End of the night. I was going to say the first bit on the dance floor. I think is
So I suppose like first dance. Is always and that's a bit we'd never get to
see. Really.
Well, I suppose.
And the meal
might be the odd occasion. I wouldn't be bothered about seeing the meal though. To be honest, that'd be, you want to watch people eat. That's
I'm not watching the meal. I just like to see
what the meal
food.
is. Nosy to see what the food is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, no, I think probably
you have the deciding vote.
I reckon. It's got to be part of the evening, whether it's the start of the dance floor or the end of the dance floor. One of those two. Probably the end, because that's always got to be the most entertaining, hasn't it? When everyone's all their inhibitions have gone. So we probably don't really get to see that bit because we've either already left or we'll be coming after that. To pick up, or even the next day type thing. So probably the end of the dance floor, like the last bit of the evening.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah. Well, you now get a chance to write a question in on the next page for the next guest.
I'll let you write, because we know what my handwriting and spelling is like, so it won't be me who's going to write anything down.
I'll have a think about it.
Yeah. That's fine. You don't need to write it just now. But thank you, David and Georgia, for coming on the podcast. It's been great to speak to you, and I'll be seeing you hopefully at another event soon.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
This has been the Owl File, and see you next time.